Hi everybody, I just want to make this video about the small and the bigger stuff I have manifested since I started my journey of being more aware which reality I'm making. So that's been said, my name is Rakel-Iren and I have this channel. I actually put a lot of short reels and these things out on my channel about some of the things I draw or paint, like my art. So just check it out if you want to. But anyway, this last year, and maybe perhaps especially this last 6 months, I have been really digging into information about manifesting and making the reality. And what has surprised me most is that I actually need to change my way of thinking. And by the way, I have my dog here. If you can hear her walking around. Her name is Piffy and she's a Spanish Galgo. Anyway, by the way, I manifested her too, and that was a super funny story, and I actually can start speaking about that. When I was feeling ready to have to have a dog, and I already decided I want a Spanish Galgo because I completely fell in love with that breed. And what I did is, because I think most of you who has been searching about manifestation, maybe seen The Secret and these things, you know about vision board, and that you can put it on the wall or on the fridge or whatever you want it, or the first thing you see in the morning. Even I heard about people putting up in the ceiling, so when they wake up, that's the first thing they see. That's pretty cool, I think. But I didn't go that extreme. I think when I put something on the wall or in the refrigerator, I'm sorry for my English, it's not my mother tongue. But when I put things on, like something where I daily see it, and it's just kind of disappear in a way. It's just, I don't look at it. I maybe do it 1 or 2 times, and then it's just getting this everyday thing. But still, I think it's still working because it's in your subconscious, and that's where things should work. But I put it actually on my screen on the computer, because every day I use the computer. I work, I write books. Sorry, I do write books, so every day I needed to put it up. So what I did with this dog is that I decided, okay, I want a Spanish Galgo puppy now. So I did actually put it up, just like a puppy picture of a Spanish Galgo, and put it in my vision board on my computer. And 1 week after, I actually got a text from a woman who breeds these dogs, and I didn't know if she was the one I would have a puppy, but I always go with the flow, because maybe this is step 1 to get you to the step 2. It's not like it always just comes out from nowhere. And she asked me if I wanted to be on a waiting list on the puppy, and I said yes. But the thing is, if I had a puppy from her, it would probably be a very bad timing, because they were in the summer holiday and I was going to be on a course, this type of building course, and it would be very stressful to have a puppy to take care of in that moment. But I said yes. I did go with the flow. And when she kind of had started texting, then I start have this dog in my back of my mind, and then I went to this page where you can look for dogs. You have this Norwegian page, and there is kind of pop up several puppies from several breeders, but there was this one picture of this orange, yellow, golden puppy, and I was like, oh, that's her, that's the dog. And I starting to search about the breeder because I'm very picky about the breeders. And then I saw, I knew a woman from the other dog I had before, and I asked her, do you recommend this breeder? Do you know this guy? How is he? And she said, yes, I do recommend this breeder. He's very picky about the one he picks out for his dogs, and he would rather keep the dog than just send it to to just some random people to get rid of the puppy. And then she said, I will call him for you first to put in a good word for you. And she called him. And the funny part of the story starts here, because when she called me back, I said, no, it's okay, you can call him. And later I did call him, but that puppy was not, like, he didn't have it there, the exact puppy. He had another one where we were discussing. I say, okay, I go with the flow. I will not kind of insist having the other puppy because it wasn't with him right now. And I say, I trust universe, and I just go with the flow. And I did. We were talking about the puppy, and then he wrote the text to me later. By the way, I'm not sure if they're going to keep the dog, the other puppy, the red golden puppy, because it didn't go so along so much with the other dog they had. And I said, and then it was a confirming for me. They said, okay, now I know I will get that dog, that exact dog I wanted. But I said, okay, I will just hear from you. There's no rush. I don't need the dog today. And then a couple of days later, he said, the puppy is here now, the red golden orange puppy. Which one do you prefer? I said, that's the one. I know this is my puppy. I fetched her. 1 week after I actually fetched her. The thing is, when it comes to dogs, they suddenly often come, and they come so fast into my life. And this thing I know because they always come in the correct timing. And the thing is that we were discussing and organizing the paperwork and this thing. And then I said to him, by the way, what is her breeder name? Because all the puppy gets a name from the breeder. And he said, oh, her name is Iren. And then I started laughing because my name is Rakel-Iren. So she has the same name as me. I said, oh, okay, this dog was definitely meant for me. So it was so funny. And it was 1.5 weeks. And then I had the puppy in my house. And that's so weird. And by the way, there's very few of these breeders in Norway for Spanish Galgo, of course. So that's my first manifestation story to share with you is actually about this puppy. So and she just, I had a dog when she came. I did have a dog. I had an Irish Wolfhound, and they just went along immediately. And the breeder kept asking me, how did it go with the dogs? Because that was the problem in the previous house. And they say it was my puppy that I call Piffy now. She was the problem, that she was kind of biting and was annoying the other dog, and they didn't go along in that way. But she was like, nothing. There was nothing here. She would just melt it together. And he said sometimes the dogs doesn't go along so well with other dogs, but everything just went smooth. It was like she came home. It was so amazing. Yeah, I will make this video short, and instead making I had hoped to tell a lot of my manifestation stories, but maybe short stories are okay for now, and then I will share you after a while. I will share you with more stories. Thank you for watching.